Listen, a huge topic of discussion over the past couple of days is cash payments and why some folks like cash payments in their business and they like to sweep things under the rug. I will tell you right now, I wholly disagree with taking that method in business. And there's a couple reasons for it. I get you're going to save some dollars in taxes, but you also limit your ability to obtain additional capital. You ever need a loan, something ever happens to the business, you need some money and you need it quick. It makes it very difficult if you don't have enough income on the books to go get a loan to grow the shop, to develop the business, to do whatever you need to do with that money. Secondly, it means the business is not worth anything when you go to sell it. And that's a real problem for me, because I think we all need to be looking at the business and saying, how do I make it more valuable? I've told you before, I have no intentions of selling the business. That's not what I'm all about. But I do think it's something we need to talk about. I think it's something we need to prepare for. We don't know what the future holds. And if we aren't preparing for all potential options, all potential outcomes, I think we're asking for it for our family. You know, my wife, now look, I'm going to tell you, this one hurt me a little bit. This one was not comfortable, but my wife has said to me many times before, she said, Lucas, I just want you to understand, if anything ever happens to you, I'm going to get rid of the shop. I'm going to close it down. Now, I don't know what that looks like. It's not my decision to make. If something happens to me, that does leave me a little bit bitter. It leaves me a little bit upset. And not necessarily at her. It's a sting. Right? Like shutting down the thing I've worked so hard for. Does she sell it to a employee? Does she turn it over to an employee and let the employee do what they do? Does she just shut it down and shutter it and let the building sit there? I don't know. That's her decision if something happens to me. But in the same respect, if that were to happen, I want to make sure that she's able to sell the business, that she's able to get something for it. She's able to get a return on all these years that I've poured into this business, even if I'm not here to take that return. I want my kids to have something. And if you're taking cash payments, if you've not run a clean set of books that the IRS and that the banks and that a potential purchaser could look at and say, this sucker's worth something, man, I don't see the end in that. I don't see the purpose in that. You're going to make a few extra bucks, which the IRS could come and take at any point in time. They could come take it at any point. They could come get all of it if they wanted to and make you prove that you didn't owe it. They could lock the doors and shut you down because of it. And you really don't have anything that's worth anything. You really think that's a better outcome? Come on now. I think there's a better way to do this. And I think it's with really clean financials. I'm going to tell you that really clean financials are how a business should be ran, and really clean financials are how you can run a business easily and be able to manage it with ease, be able to navigate and handle really complex situations in your business using those clean financials. That's just my opinion. You guys have a good one.